Hi friends, welcome to Java Express channel. Today we are going to discuss how to customize Swagger in Spring Boot application. I will explain you in detail manner. Okay, and if you see previous videos, I enabled @enable Swagger too. Hope you practiced this program previously. Okay, if you practice this annotation, you applied in the main method itself, right? Instead of applying in main method, whenever you have these type of configurations, you need to create as a separate package, and you need to apply this annotation and configuration. Okay, this configuration class needs to be annotated. This is the standard Spring annotation. Okay, if you enable this one, you can enable the Swagger framework. Okay, and if you see here, I created one docket object. Okay, this docket object is used to expose which endpoints you want to expose for the consumers, and you can restrict, you can provide the security. Okay, suppose in your project you have 10 types of controllers. All 10 types of controllers you don't want to expose, you want to expose only few controllers. So those type of uh, endpoints you can apply here by using a pattern. Okay, regular expression, you can apply that pattern so that it will be exposed in your application. Then you can ask me what is a docket and what is a base package, what is a path. Okay, if you ask here, just see this some theory part. Okay, basically docket, you need to create a bin. Okay, this is also one of the builder design pattern. Okay, Swagger framework is using a docket. Okay, and once the docket is created, you need to choose a select method. What it will do, if you see here, this is select method will be written API selector builder. Okay, from that what you can do, which endpoints you want to control, that is in our bucket. Okay, so here you need to define endpoints with the help of this base package. If you try to see here, request handler selectors, here two types of options will be there, base package and any package. So if you see here, here I used my custom package name. If you don't provide the custom package, what will happen, if any predefined controllers, Spring Boot by default is providing basic error controllers with set of endpoints. Those endpoints also will be displayed as part of your documentation. If you want to, if you don't want to dispose, you don't want to expose, then you can choose this base package as your custom name. Not only com.java express, you can provide your own package name. Okay, after that we have one more point as a path. See, this path method further define which apis you want to create the documentation. Maybe in your project v1 version, v2, v3, so the latest version is v3, right? You want to expose only the v3. Okay, that control also in our hand. Okay, we will develop this application in this session so that it will be easy for you how Swagger UI will be look like. If you see, this is a default configuration Swagger will be create for you. Okay, this basic error control, this time it won't expose. Why? Because here I given as a base package as a com.java express, so this time it won't be there about this part. Okay, this controller we can display based on v1 and v2 versions. So we'll quickly start the application. So what I can do, previously I created Swagger documentation, right? Let me take the same project, copy here, let me make it as paste. Here you can choose what we can do, underscore custom UI underscore docket. To know about the docket, just I'm making as a docket. Okay, here just project is created. Okay, the first step you need to do is, right click, you need to create a new package. What I can do, take a class, what I can do here, dot config. Okay, here you can provide any type of name. Then what you can do, Swagger configuration, just I'm taking this is the class name, and finish. Okay, now Okay, if you Spring Boot itself want to take creation of objects, everything, just if any configuration information it want to load, just you need to enable standard Spring framework annotation. And one more option, what you need to enable the Swagger 2. These two options is enabled. Now you need to create the object. What I can do, public, and basically the return type will be a docket. You can say get Swagger details. Swagger details, open and close it. Okay, just you need to import the docket. Okay, hover here, just a Spring Fox, just docket object is created. Now it is one of the diesel pattern, so just new docket. If you go for here, if you click the docket here, we have a documentation type. Which is the document type you want to? Okay, see, this is the constructor. What are the attributes is allow means document type is, see, these are all the final attributes are Swagger underscore 12 Swagger. See, the latest version here, it is a Swagger 2.0, so I can use, this is the documentation type. Okay, let me go there, and here let me provide as a documentation type dot Swagger 2. Okay, now here Swagger is created. Now what I need, just you need to choose the select method. See, the select method is returning API selector builder. In the theory point, this is the one I explained. Okay, on top of that, just you need to apply the APIs. Okay, here what you need to do, you need to use request handler selectors. If you use here, here we have a base package. The base package I want to give as a com dot java express dot organization. You can choose this one. Here you can choose dot any also, no problem. If you choose any default configuration you are selecting, then on top of that you need to create the paths. Here you need to use with the help of the path selector. This is one of the class. Here you can apply the regular expression. Okay, here what is a regular expression you want to apply means, what you can do, go for your controller, choose it here. Now which is the controller, this is the one, slash API slash v1, just copy and paste it here, slash, if you choose all endpoints it will be display for you, and dot build method. That's it, your job is completed. Now here you need to keep it as a bean. Why? Because Spring Boot need to take care object creation of your docket also. Okay, now object is created, configuration is done. Now what I can do, go there and run your application. Here this one is not required. Why? Because already we enabled in the configuration class. Right click, run as Java application. Now we'll see where is our project. It is running on port number 8080. So let me open the Chrome browser. It is taking time. So you can here type localhost port number 8080. Okay, see, Swagger UI is open. Here if you see, it is displaying only employee hyphen controller API slash v1 slash employees. See, all v1 related endpoints only is displaying. I hope you guys are clear. So for our clarification, what I can do, I will create one v2. Okay, so API slash v1, right? So here I will make it as a v2 here, just to save the application. Now what will happen, see, application is restarted. Just go there and refresh it here. See, no operations defined in specification. Why? Because I enabled only the v1 related endpoints only. So in this way the control is in our hands. I hope you guys are clear about this bean configuration. Okay, if you like this video, please leave your comments, and feedback is very important, and subscribe our channel. Don't forget bell icon. Thank you guys, we'll see you in the next tutorial.